Hello everyone, it is Mike here and welcome to another Rumble tournament. This is part 7. So we are officially at part 7. It's going to be Good for Yella versus Robert or Darkness. I'm going to just call it Yella versus Darkness. That's what I'm going to call it. I've never seen Yella here before, so welcome to the tournament. If you don't know the rules, it's going to be 15 versus 15. As they're eliminated, I will tell you what team they're a part of. So, the first one that eliminates the other 15 wins. So, we're starting off with this. This is a double attire, by the way. Luigi and Mario. And we're going to kick it off with him. And we're going to hope that 2K doesn't treat one team unfairly, but they have a history of doing that. So, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. But we're kicking things off, and it's going to be a good one. And one of these teams is going to be super easy to memorize because it's in alphabetical order. So I always like when that happens. And we'll see who Luigi's going to be facing off with. And it is Stan Marsh from South Park. So Stan is here. I like Stan. Stan's one of my favorite of the 4. Of course, I like them all, but he's probably one of my favorites. Kenny's probably my favorite of the 4 because I just like the fact that, and I've only seen a couple seasons, so I don't know how his character progresses, whether it be better or for worse. But the first 2 seasons I've watched now, and I still have a lot more seasons to go. I'm kind of a late bloomer when it comes to South Park, because I didn't watch it a lot when I was younger. I watched a lot of Family Guy, and now I'm kind of into South Park. But I just take my time. I don't watch it constantly. I'll watch a couple episodes a week maybe. And Storm Shadow is number 3. I always remember Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, that rivalry. And I used to have, I think I still do. I don't know about I think recently I was in my mom's outbuilding. And I found Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. I have a G.I. Joe version of them. Tall one. Of both of them. They came in a set at the time. And Napoleon Bonaparte is number 4. And that one, by the way, was created by Lucas. So thank you, Lucas, for that one. I'm excited for the movie. It looks really good. I don't know a lot about the history of this guy, but Joaquin Phoenix and Ridley Scott, that's all you got to say. I'm in. So Napoleon is here. Of course, that's the Joaquin version. And number 5 is Captain Price. And Ivan Ooze is number 6. I always thought he was really weird. So yeah, it's Darkness versus Yella. And we'll see who wins this thing. Ivan Ooze is here. By the way, there's somebody that creates a lot of... he always has the hashtag MMPR. So he creates a lot of the Rangers and a lot of the villains. Make sure to get his stuff. It's incredible. He has some great characters. And Sam Winchester's number 7. Look at Price and Sam working together. Ivan's going after Stan. And Joe Burrow's number 8, the quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals, and there goes Stan. So he's the first one done. That is going to be a loss for Yella. So Stan, the first one eliminated. Of course, we started off with Luigi. We'll see how far he can go. Storm Shadow, I love that move. That's an awesome move. I think it's Storm Shadow. I can't read the, from where I'm looking at it, it's harder to read. I always get it mixed up. Shadow Storm, yeah, I think it's Storm Shadow. I can't read the names from here. They're like really tiny. And here comes the guy from Yakuza. He's from the game Yakuza. I've never played any of those games yet, but I've heard nothing but great things. I just think GTA just ruins everything else. That's like open world that involves, you know, driving. And I think it's an open world game. I'm pretty sure it is. And Sam Winchester. It looks like he's going to be next. And he is. And that's going to be a loss for Yella. Look at the double team. Ivan Ooze and Napoleon working together. Shortly. And Napoleon eliminates Luigi. So both 1 and 2 didn't last long in this. And Luigi's going to be a loss for Darkness. And Burrow, wow. Captain Price is done. And I believe that one's Darkness. Okay, let me make sure. Yep. So that's another loss for Darkness. And Sun Tzu is number 10. The great writer of The Art of War. I need to read that book. Everyone says to read it. Even though if you're not going to war, just in general, you need to read it. I might try it out. I think it would be like really complicated reading, but obviously they've translated it to English, but still. You know, but a lot of people read it, especially a lot of business people that do business and stuff. But I love that Sun Tzu's here. That's awesome. And Leon's number 11. And there goes Napoleon. So that's going to be a loss for Yella. And Ivan Ooze is probably going to join. Yep. That's going to be a loss for Darkness. We got Barf in the house. I love that name. Barf. It's so gross. Oh my goodness, Sun Tzu's gonna get slammed here. And there goes Storm Shadow. That's gonna be a, yeah, it is Storm Shadow. Okay, that's gonna be a loss for Yella. Sometimes I think it's Shadow Storm, but it's not. And I need to stop saying that, but I have it written down as Storm Shadow here. So obviously, that's what I thought. If I would have to guess, if they told me you have to guess and get it right or die, I would probably go with Storm Shadow. But for some reason, I always want to call him the other way around. And Peacemaker's number 14. So we're almost halfway through this. And Joe Burrow is going to be next on the list. And that's going to be a loss for Darkness. And Uncle Phil's in the house from Fresh Prince. We got everybody here. That's what I love. I love these. And I think the other day we did a poll. And the tournament was, I think, number 1. Which was, I was surprised. It won by a large percentage, I think. It could have changed by now, but from what I checked last, which was less than 24 hours, the poll had been up, so it could change. But Sweet Tooth is number 15 from Twisted Metal. I have never played a Twisted Metal game ever, so that's a fun fact. I'm not sure if I should be proud of that. Probably not. But I had a PS2 and I really didn't do anything with the PS3 when I had it. And, I couldn't tell you a lot about it. Look at Uncle Phil though. We got Agent 47 at 16 here. The Hitman himself. And look at Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil's lifting everyone. Sun Tzu is still in this thing. And Barf headbutts Agent 47. And look at Sun Tzu here. Doing all kinds of flips. Oh, that time it didn't work. That's a good face scan, by the way. And 47 using his knee to attack Barf. And look at Sun Tzu. And there goes Barf. And Sweet Tooth joins. So Sweet Tooth's a loss for Darkness. And Barf is also a loss for Darkness. Uncle Phil's going to be tough to get out. But, oh man, Peacemaker just hit him out of nowhere. And Leon is done. So that's going to be another loss for Darkness. And it's about 4-7 right now, if my count is correct. And Shinnok is number 17. Oh my goodness, Uncle Phil's just leveling anyone he comes in contact with. And Sun Tzu he's been in here for a while. Kotal Khan is number 18. So we're getting some Mortal Kombat characters in here. And there goes the guy from Yakuza. That's going to be a loss for Darkness. And Squirtle's number 19. And Peacemaker may have saved Shinnok there. But Squirtle is here. I love how everyone's just completely different for the most part. I mean, how do you go from Squirtle? All right. I don't know what that was, but... Sorry, I'm moving around here. Some stuff around here. And oh, wow. Peacemaker snuck up on Uncle Phil. And both him and Sun Tzu are dead. And that is a double loss for Darkness. Wow. Double loss for Darkness. It is not looking good for his team. And Peacemaker's done. And that's going to be a loss for Yella. So right now, I think it's about 5-10. Unless I'm missing somebody here. Which, oh, wow. I'm looking at one of these teams, and I'm like, oh, there's still some people that can be a wrecking ball in this. And it's not looking good for Darkness. As for the entries. But it does, well, you know what? It does have a little bit of promise. If you look who's all on the list, who's in the ring right now, a lot of them are from Team Yella. And Ronnie Radke is number 21. And look at Agent 47 here. Just destroys Squirtle. And that's going to be a loss for Yella. And Zangief is number 22. And there goes Agent 47. It's going to be a loss for Darkness. So according to this, he's down to 4. And look at the double team, Shinnok and Zan. And Rampage Jackson is number 23. Look at Rampage throwing in some strikes on Kotal Khan. I would love to see some of the UFC fight some of the Mortal Kombat. That would be crazy. They need to add that on the DLC. Just throw in some fighters like Conor McGregor. Imagine him. He'd be a great trash talker. Even though I'm not a big fan, but imagine him or some of the other ones. Imagine Brock in Mortal Kombat. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, and Rampage Jackson just barely, almost got out of it, but Zan got him. So that is going to be a loss for Yella. Yeah, we got Notorious in here, so you know how much trouble he can cause. He has a reputation. And that's the one I was looking forward to. I was like, oh, he hasn't even entered? Yeah, definitely going to cause some problems. We'll see how good he does. I mean, he has some competition for sure in here. Omni-Man is number 26. And Rob is going to take down Notorious. Wow. That is actually an absolute shocker. And a big loss for Yella. So Rob Dyrdek, or whatever his name is, he's the one? Really? I did not expect that. I figured if Notorious was going to get eliminated, it was going to be one of these big guys. Oh my goodness. Zan is just destroying people. Zangief or whatever his name is. I'm going to just call him Zan. No Xanax intended. Just in case it's Zangief. I don't know. And Patrick Mahomes is 27. Of course, I would consider to be the best quarterback right now. Not my favorite, though. And there goes Ronnie. So that's going to be another loss for Yella. And I'm telling you, he's catching up to Darkness. And Omni-Man's going to be a loss for Darkness, though, right when I said that. So Darkness has 3 left. And Norman Bates is 28. Look at the double team on Kodal Khan. Stan and Zan working together. And number 29 is Tony Hawk. And I think Rob could be done here. Yep, I think he's done. Unless Tony saves him. No. So that's going to be a loss for Yella. And Yella's up to 10 now. So that means he has 5 remaining, if my count is correct. Which there's someone I still haven't seen. I'm pretty sure it's going to be part of Yella's team. Is going to be number 30. And Steen is 30. Yep. So count looks like count's correct. Easier to do when it's in alphabetical order. Some of them, not all of them were. But and look at Stan Lee. Oh my goodness. And that's going to be a loss for Darkness, so he's down to 2. It's not looking good for Darkness. I may have been wrong on one of them, actually. I may have missed somebody on Team Yellow. Just one person. I circled all the names, but I guess I'm miscounting. Yeah, I got 6 here, so yeah, I didn't count one of his. Where's Shinnok? Yeah, Shinnok got a... Wow, I didn't see that. Or at least I didn't circle it. Right when I thought I was doing well. I'll think again. And Steen and Tony Hawk, double elimination. And that's 2 losses for Yella, including number 30. So now it is a 2v3. No, it's a 2v2. Wow. And they're, oh my goodness. And just like that, Darkness has made a comeback. Because Norman Bates is going to be a loss for Yella. So the only person he's got is Stan Lee. It's the only person he has left. Darkness has Zan and Mahomes. Unbelievable comeback. I mean, for a minute there it was like 5-10. And now it is the other way around with 14-13. So, pretty impressive. Hopefully we get a 1v1. We'll see what happens. And Stan going after Mahomes. I'm telling you, it's not looking good for Yellow because, I mean, Stan did get a crazy elimination on Kotal Khan, so I'm not counting him out yet, but it's definitely not looking good for Team Yellow. Oh, wow. I think, and look at Stan Lee here. Oh, my goodness. Mahomes is done. And it is a 1v1, officially. And I would not underestimate Stan Lee at this point. He has eliminated both Kotal Khan and Mahomes. So, I did not expect Kotal Khan. I think that's a shocker. Of course, he's used finishers to do it. But we'll see what happens. We're in the final two now, officially. And, going for the charge. Easy charge. And Darkness wins. I mean, Zan was like 22, I think. Pretty impressive. I'll give him credit. But how old was Stan? And you fought him? Really, dude? Really? You're not going to WrestleMania. Yeah, I'm going to be brutal today. I'm going to be absolutely brutal. I'll give him credit. 22, that's not bad, but it's not WrestleMania material. He should know. You all should know this by now. I will give him free parking, and I'll give him a coupon on one hot dog. How about that? One hot dog, but he's not going to Mania. There's no way that's going to happen. But yeah, still a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Darkness wins. He made a big comeback. 2K wasn't treating him fairly at first, and he redeemed himself in the end. And it's still an impressive win coming in at 22. Because usually anyone 25 and up is a bum and can't go to Mania, no matter what. But, you know, anyone from 20 to 25 is not a bum, but they're not going to Mania. So, and then anyone below 20 gets to go to Mania. And anyone below 10 gets to be the main event. Because that's just impressive. But Zan wins it. So good win there for Darkness. And we still have number 8. And this is, of course, part 7. So we're almost done with the Elite 8 here. It has been a lot of fun. This one has. And I will see you all later.